Today. Hey, we're live. Okay,
We're
check out.
live.
We're live, man. This
I'm
is
alive in
awesome.
Vegas. I'm
Yeah,
losing all my money, but I'm alive.
I like the shirt. Very Habib oriented, very Mahachkala design, right?
I don't know. It was old shirt.
Got a quick
You,
question.
it's a UFC shirt.
Oh, is
UFC
it?
Habib shirt. Yeah, UFC shirt. Yep.
Oh my goodness, you must have
Mm.
1,000 t-shirts in this business. It's one thing to show us a new t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have.
Okay, let's see. Somebody got a quick question here for you. Can you read?
Monop like grappling or striking better. I would say he used to like striking better, but now he's getting to love grappling too. So both. He likes doing both, but he's a good striker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what have you seen most improvement in lately, or do you want to not give that away? We'll find out this weekend.
He's good everywhere. He's got a really tough opponent. Uh, uh, what Dos Santos, right? Is Dos Santos the last name? I forget.
Yeah, Dos
Uh,
Santos. Yeah.
he's really tough, man. He's 37, a little on the older side, but he's still young in fight experience time, and he's a capoeira guy. He's good jiu-jitsu. He's got good wrestling. Got excellent stand-up. He fought the King of Sanda, and that was a split decision. So you're fighting one of the best strikers in Sancho, and you went to split decision with him. That just tells you how good this guy is. So it's a very dangerous fight for us, but it's a fight that Abubakar is ready to put his stamp and fly. Just like the Habib clan. He's really good, man. Really good.
The guy's name is Elizu Zaleski dos Santos. So he's got four names. So it's kind of hard to remember that all at once. But yeah, I watched him fight.
I'll just say Dos Santos. Iluzu. What
Yeah.
you say? Dos Santos. I just say Dos Santos.
Eli. How about Eli?
Okay, Eli.
Yeah.
I'm horrible at pronouncing names. I butcher people's names. I butcher my own name. You know how many times I butchered Habib's name? I've known him for 13 years now, going on no 12, going on 12 years, and I butcher Habib's name all the damn time. I go Nurmagomedov. I said I got to keep going Nurmagomedov, but sometimes I get stuck, man, and I forget. I do that a lot.
I did that once by accident on Russian TV. The guy's like, "How do you say his last name?" I'm like, and I know how to say it, and I say it every day. And I said it wrong that time. I can't even remember what I said, but
I
yeah.
do it a lot, man. I do it a lot. I'm horrible at it.
Oh my gosh. So let's see if we get some more questions here. Well, I like the love you guys. That's Forever Bulletproof at Bangtan. Okay, thanks, buddy. Okay, all of us want to know. This is a good one here. She who doesn't exist. All of us wanted to know if Khabib will be cornering Manap.
As far as I know, no. I don't even know if Habib's going to be here. He's here helping out now, but I'm not sure if he's going to go home before the fight or not. I don't talk to him about this stuff. I leave it alone. If he wants a corner, you know me, I'm going to be happy as heck to have him there because he's one unbelievable coach, and he's a great corner, and he's a great support system for the guys. So I myself would love for him to show up, but I have not talked to him about it, and I'm not going to. So it'll be a surprise for me if he does, but I seriously doubt it. He's just here now, just lending support like he always has, and he always will be in this position. That I do know. Now, whether he corners or whether he goes to training camps, that's different. But in this position he's in right now, where he encourages the guys, he watches film on the guys, advises them when they're at home with him, he trains with them. So all these things will continue to happen for as long as he's alive. But the actual working corners and going through a full fight camp, he never said he would do that. I wish he changed his mind at some point, but I'm never going to ask him that. It's up to him.
Was he just finding himself like overcommitted? Like he has like 4 or 5 guys, so it's 5 camps a year. I mean, do the math on that. 3 months at a time. If they're not all in the same month, I mean, you're not home for your family during holidays or whatever. I guess.
You say 4 to 5 guys? Are you crazy?
Well, there's a lot more.
He's got a whole team, man. He got 40, 50 professionals in Dagestan, Mahachkala, Abdumanap's gym. He's got a ton of guys. So yeah. I mean, maybe he pays attention to 4 or 5 more specifically, Like
Well,
for
coming
instance,
to California or Abu Dhabi, 4 or 5 guys, the main focus for that's what I'm thinking.
he has got so many, bro. It's. I mean, the main core is Islam Makhachev, Usman, Umar Nurmagomedov, Abubakar, Tahir, Imma Shafi, Gaji. I mean, and the list goes on. Islam Mabadov. Movlid. Who's the PFL former champion. I mean, God. Sagid. Who's with One FC. I mean, those are some of the core guys, and that's more than 5. And trust me, there's Amaru, who's going to be a future great. He's got a lot, man. He's got a lot. So, but that doesn't mean he's going to come back full-fledged coach. He's a father first, from what I'm understanding, and his family is priority.
That makes sense. I mean, that's like 80, 90, 100 guys. I mean, the guy's infinitely generous, and his mind must be like a stock market with all these different fighters. It's like having to know the price or the movement or the adjustment on everything. That's insane.
Right. Yeah.
You're not even dealing with that many guys right now, are you?
No, only Team Khabib. I have my own. I have Mark Climaco, Daniel Allen.
Congratulations on him, by the way, for his win.
Yeah, Romero Cotton, Mohammed Alarak. Those are the guys that I pay attention. Then we got other one, Theo Haig. Enrique Barzola is another one that I work with. Andrew Sanchez, my son, work with. There's a lot. There's a lot there. So a lot of up and coming guys. But for the most part, I'm Team Khabib. But I do have people at home at AK that I attend to also when I'm there.
You did mention Theo Haig, and I watched an Instagram post of him doing jiu-jitsu. Oh my gosh, he ran through like 8 guys like it was candy.
He's good. Theo Haig's good. I mean, he needs to improve. Obviously, he needs to get better. I watched him with Khabib. Last time Khabib just ragdolled him.
There's a different level. You might look good in an amateur tournament, right?
Hey,
right?
Khabib does that to everybody. It doesn't matter. Anybody within his weight or 15, 20 pounds above him, he does that to everybody. I've never seen him not do it to anybody. That's why I was so confident in him, because I watch what he does to everybody in the gym. He ragdolls everybody, so I never seen anybody ragdoll him. And I'm not talking about Kane. I'm not talking about DC, because he doesn't really grapple with those guys. I'm talking about guys that are within 15, 20 pounds of him. Ragdolls all of them. There isn't one that I have seen that he didn't dominate. Not one. The guy that was the closest to him that could manage sometimes to get him is Islam Makhachev. He was the only one that actually would give Khabib a little bit of problems. But that's it. And look who Islam Makhachev is. Pound for pound. I feel pound for pound number 1. I don't think he's number 2. I think he's number 1. I think the voting was bullshit. And the reason why I say that is because, the fight was at 155. Volkanovski came in 2 pounds heavier than Islam fight night. So all of a sudden now, because you lost the fight, you still keep your title because, he did great in the last round. So he's no longer, he's still pound for pound, but he lost and he was heavier. And they were fighting at 155. So I don't get this ranking system. So you know what? Like Islam said, I don't care. I fight whoever they want to put me in front of, and I don't care about anything else. I just want to win and prove to everybody. And that's it. And that's what Islam does. And that's what Islam has done. And he's looking for the best challenges. And for me, I hope Beneil wins, because I'm a true sportsman, right? And from a true sport, you want Beneil to win his fight with Charles, because he's the guy that deserves the next title shot. He's a great fighter, and he's also just a true sportsman. I would love to challenge ourselves against him, and I'm sure Islam would love that too. But I don't think Islam is in the mindset where he cares who he fights. But me, as a coach, I'd like to see the person that I feel deserves it. And I thought Beneil deserved it then, and I'm hoping that that's what happens. But Charles is Charles. He was one of the great ones for a reason. So I'm not going to be surprised if Charles ends up winning that fight at all.
Yeah, it's interesting. I didn't know he was 2 pounds heavier coming into the cage. That puts all that negative BS that was put out there, because if somebody did liquidate themselves, they'd be bigger than him. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's not worth talking about none of that stuff. I mean,
I'm not going down that road. I'm just saying.
Well, I just did. I went down that road. I just said it. So it is. I mean, but I'm not saying something that his manager didn't already say. You know,
Right.
his manager got it on official UFC scales. You know that Alex was 2 pounds heavier than Islam come fight time.
That's interesting. That's the first time I knew that. Here's a quick question. Can you read that one?
What adjustments should Islam make in a potential rematch with Alex?
The guy
There'll be
favorite.
there's definitely some adjustments. Some got to be prepared for a really super strong Alex, really strong mentally. A very confident Alex is going to come. So we're going to have to be better than the last time to put him down, and we will. If we get that opportunity, we will. But we don't know who we're focusing on right now. And also, Alex has to get by Yair Rodriguez. That might not be so easy because styles make fights. Alex is primarily a striker. Yair is a very unorthodox striker that could come up with the win, man. He could. I'm not favoring Yair, but I'm not going to count him out either.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of look at that fight like power goes to Volkanovski.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our acrobatics and the possibility of hitting somebody right on the button goes with Yair. His magical kicks.
Yeah, man. You can't discount that from Yair. Yair could get blown away. He could.
He could.
You know,
he could get folded up like, just like one of those little rubber band giraffe things. Yeah.
And most people are going to say that. Most people are going to say Yair's probably going to get folded up like a lawn chair.
Yeah.
But that's possible. It's definitely possible. Definitely possible. Alex is one of the greatest pound for pound for sure. So it's possible. But I'm also saying don't count Yair out because you could all of a sudden see a spectacular KO or spectacular strikes that lead to a 5-round decision. I'm just saying it's possible. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm not saying I would put my money on it because I wouldn't. I would not. I'm just saying you can't count Yair out.
Here's a question. Are you familiar with this guy? From Yasir Julistani.
Javid
Ashrad?
No, I don't know him at all.
Yeah, sometimes we don't know everybody all the time.
Bashara. I don't know what does he do? I don't know anything. I don't even know what weight he is. I don't know where he's from. Where do you think he's from? Middle East or Eastern Bloc? Where?
I don't want to guess wrong on that one. That could be Asia too. I don't know.
Yeah.
See who he says. Hello, greetings from the Philippines. That's cool.
Yeah. Hello, Philippines. Pay attention to Mark Climaco, mini pack.
This is a great one. From Amy Chesser. Go ahead.
No, Manap has not been charging room charges. We're not at a hotel. We're at his manager's house, Ali. I just forgot Ali's last name. Ali
Abdiaziz, I believe.
Yeah.
So maybe he'll charge groceries to your house. Maybe he'll get one of those apps. That's possible. Anything could happen.
Well, I'm staying somewhere else, so he can't charge to my room. He doesn't know where I'm at. So in order to charge here, he'd have to be staying at the hotel I'm at, and we're not staying in the same hotel. So no, he can't charge on me this time. But if he could, he would. He would do it to me.
Here's a question from Hunter. What's next for Islam?
I don't know yet. They haven't given us a matchup. We are tentative to go in Abu Dhabi. The only one fight that I think is confirmed is Shemaya. I think Shemaya is fighting in Abu Dhabi. We haven't been confirmed. We kind of are, but we kind of aren't because we don't have an opponent. We don't have a dance partner yet. So we are looking to fight October. Was it 21st or 24th in Abu Dhabi? I think 21st. No.
I'll have to look that one up. I don't have. It's a lot of stuff on the memory. Forgive Ab and I for our short-term memory.
Yeah, we're fighting. We're tentatively scheduled to fight in Abu Dhabi. No opponent's been mentioned, so I'm thinking it's either going to be Charos, Benio, Gagey, or Dustin. It's any one of those. I feel because those are probably the UFC is about political money making machine. So it's not about
media.
It isn't about who they think deserves it. It's who they feel is going to make the most money for the company. They run their company great. They're a great company. I mean, that's what the bottom dollar is, right? Who's going to make the most money? What circus show that we can put on, or what legit show, this pure fighting spirit, can we put on to make a lot of money? Because as you know, the shit shows was what Chael Sonnen used to do, talking all this, that, this, and that. The other one that they got in there that I think is the same is Kobe Covington. Covington got in because of what? His talking and his market. So he earned his shot, not on his what he did in the cage, is what he did out the cage and how he got people to want to watch him. So that's what I'm talking about. He does not deserve that. Bilal Muhammad deserves that shot, but Bilal Muhammad is not getting that shot because Covington sells more, and they know it. And they did their look. They got their algorithm. They got everything down. They know, and Bilal Muhammad. I mean, come on, he's the one. The last fight he had, there was against Leon Edwards, where he got poked in the eye. And other than that, I mean, when's the last time he actually lost? Look who he's beat. Luque. He's beat a lot of guys. David Maya. He beat Wonder Boy. Come on, and it just beat. Gilbert, come on, Burns. I mean, this guy, Bilal, and then Brady. Look at his resume. It's the killer's resume, bro. He deserves it. He deserves it. And, but again, from a deserved point, that's why I want Benio to get this shot, because he's the same. He's like a Bilal that doesn't get the recognition he deserves, but he's that great of a fighter. So is Bilal. Bilal's that great of a fighter. Obviously, if he wasn't that great of a fighter, how would he have all these wins? He's on this amount of wins because he's a winner. And also, remember this, he fought right after Ramadan.
Yeah.
Man, that's unbelievable to be able to put up a performance like that right after Ramadan. Was it 2 or 3 weeks after Ramadan? That's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that is amazing. Haven't been eating all that food and nutrition. Coming in just coming.
You got to remember, he's not drinking any water. He can't drink any water. How can you train without drinking any water? And you can't eat. I mean, that's why Khabib and the crew, they don't train. They don't have fights close to Ramadan or after Ramadan, close to it. They want at least a month to 6 months out from Ramadan or longer. At least a good 6 weeks, of training camp. So Ramadan's no joke, man. And to be able to train the right way is hard. So Bilal to take a fight against the caliber of Gilbert Burns on that's amazing. That's amazing.
It is. That's a very incredible feat. Got a question here from JT Toro Robin. Who needs Khabib in the corner more? Islam, Abubakar, excuse me. And I say Abubakar, it's Abubakar, Usman, or Umar?
Islam.
Yeah?
They all want him in the corner. They all need him in the corner. But for me, I've worked the corner with a lot of those guys. Like Usman, the last 2 fights were with me. And before that was Khabib and I. But the last 2 were with me. Umar, Umar's great with Khabib's there too. But I would say Islam Makhachev is the one that would benefit the most, I feel. But they all want him. I want him. Man, if he can be in the corner, I would be so happy because my confidence level would go to the roof.
Right.
He is an unbelievable coach. Remember, I was talking about him becoming the greatest coach of all time, and I meant it.
Did it his first year. And
I can't say that. Yeah, I can't say that now because, I mean, he's a great coach, but I can't put him in that category because he may never come back to that category. He may just help out like he's doing now, which is not a consultant. No,
he's more than that. He's more than
no. He coaches the guys. He coaches the guys, but he's just not going to be there for the fights, and he's not going to be there for all fight camps. Because I don't know when I'm going to see him after with Abubakar. I don't know when. He says, I don't know, coach. But I'm still going to be training Umar for his fight. They're scheduled tentatively. And all the other guys they're going to be coming. I'm going to be training like Tahir. Umar, Tahir. They're going to be with me, and Usman's going to come too. Well, Khabib's not going to be around. It's just going to be me with him. But again, when Khabib can come, if he's going to come, I don't know. Am I expecting him to come to corner with me with those guys? No, I don't. Do I expect him? No. Do I want him? Heck yeah, I want him. I want him in the corner. 100%. Who wouldn't want him in the corner? Who's stupid enough to say, no, we don't want him? I want a great cornerman like him. What he brings to the table, come on, he's great.
I totally agree. I got a quick question here. Who will Umar fight next? We know we've seen speculation on that, but we can't confirm anything, right?
No, because it's not confirmed. No one's signed. You know,
Right.
so you can go on with the other. You can go on what the other sites say, but I'm not going on that because I've been wrong before. So until the UFC announces it on their site, I've even had Khabib in the past tell me he was fighting, and then he's not fighting him. So I don't even want to go there. Let the UFC come out and say who we're fighting. Then we're going to fight whoever they say.
Yeah.
So it could be anybody. It could be Sean O'Malley. It could be Marab. It could be Corey Sandhagen. Hell, it could be Aljamain Sterling. It could be Henry Cejudo. I don't know. I don't care. You know,
right.
I just know that Umar needs to fight one of those guys. No, I take that back. I do care. I don't want to fight Henry Cejudo at all. We're too close.
Friends.
So, yeah, I don't want to fight Henry. If we don't have to fight him, I don't want to fight him at all.
I get it. So we get a great one here. Caitlin Clavor. Hey, Len. Hello from Cali from Nick. Love the show. Nick's a really great fan. You know Nick?
No, I don't know Nick.
He shows up in your parking lot sometimes.
Really?
Nick? Yeah. Sometimes he films
that guy.
Yeah.
The guy that all the guys love now because he's our family now. Your father is our father. he's the team has adopted him. He's your father, but he's our son.
I don't. This one right here. It's M Chain YT. Are you best friends with Tawkir in Dubai? I don't know who Tawkir is. That's maybe
yes. Tawkir is a great friend of mine. 100%. Yes, he is a great friend of mine. Or brother. Let's say brother. We're not best friends. We're brothers. So yes, I know Tawkir. I've known Tawkir. He is definitely one of my top guys. Yes.
Let's see. Shark S4SK. Is the fight for Usman confirmed?
Yes. It's Brett Primus because he won, so he's in the semifinals. But we don't know the date. I hope it's early September, better than late, because I know I want to focus on Islam Makhachev's fight. You know, which scheduled for Abu Dhabi. You know, but no matches done yet, so I don't know. We'll see.
We got. Now, this one, did you already answer this one? What adjustment should Islam make for a rematch with?
Yes.
We did.
Yes.
Okay. So this one right here, I don't think you and I really watched it that much, but I know they're a great league. So how do you think Cage Warriors lightweight champ? You know this guy? George Hardwick? Oh, looks like Javier froze on me. You're going to have to log in or log back in. Let's see what happens. Bear with me, everybody. I will get Javier back in the show. Let me text him real quick. This happens sometimes. This is what streams are known for, especially at hotels. Okay. Log back in. I'm going to text him. I'm going to check on these questions too. If you guys get anything you want to ask, I'll get it all prepped up. Part of streaming. There's Javier looking very relaxed. Okay, what do we got here? Let me go down these questions a little bit. He'll be back. He just logged out. Let's see. Hey, coach. Okay, I like some of these. Usman striking is lethal. I like this. What do you think of? Oh, yeah. This will be a good question when Javier comes back. What do you think of Khamzat Chimaev? I'll tell you what I think. I think he's phenomenal. He's an amazing grappler. He's got that stand-up. He's just exciting to watch. I loved watching him when everything was locked down. Let's see. Okay, I have to send Javier a new link. So hang on, guys. Okay. 1 second. Invite Javier Mendez. Okay. It's funny to do this in the middle of a show, right? Javier Mendez. Boom. This is because hotels, when you do these streams from hotels, the signal can go sideways on you. Let's see what we got here. Okay. I just sent it to you, Javier. Sent. Boom. Yeah, we're just seeing where some people were from here. Where is everybody from, by the way? I saw somebody from England and the Philippines. Why does Manap not promote himself? It's a good question. I think he wants to feel comfortable in his skin. He wants to feel like he deserved it. I think he wants to get a few more fights. I mean, there's a lot of humility, and I think a lot of the fighters from Dagestan have a lot of natural humility. They're not, you know, I don't know how to call it. They're humble. It's not their nature to be showman promoter types. They're about the competition. They're just very, you know, disciplined. So the bragging and stuff is not part of their culture, from what I understand. We get San Jose, Honey Mustard Yoshi. We get Rick Rossi. Okay. So we get San Jose, Honey Mustard Yoshi, and we get Turkey in the house from Jacked. We get Deborah Coelho from Brazil. Obrigado. And we have, this is cool. This is where I joined the military years ago. Vermont, J802. And then we get Shivas. What we got here? Let's see. Let's see. Minnesota. Wow. We get Singapore. I wouldn't know how to pronounce that, but that's very cool. Bear with me 1 second as I check on Javier here. Okay. Refresh. I will send again. Okay. Invite. Wow, Taiwan too, huh? This is neat. Well, I'm in North Carolina. Javier is in Las Vegas right now. And it's been a while since we did one of these things. And this is probably why we haven't, because they always have this little crash in the middle. But don't worry, we're going to get him back on board. Here he is. Boom. You're back on board, Jav.
Yeah, well, shoot, we had a good.
Hey,
what was the question again? That was a good question.
The great question is: are you the brother of Coach Javier? No, I am his stunt double.
Yeah. Well, what was the question before that?
We were asking about what do you think about Khamzat Chimaev?
No, you were talking about. You're talking about what do I think about Cage Warriors fighting Usman?
Oh yeah, it was the lightweight champion of Cage Warriors fighting Usman. Are you familiar with their lightweight champion?
Zero. I know zero about Cage Warriors. So to me, it's not even unless you're ONE FC, PFL, or
right.
or Bellator, or UFC. I don't look at, because they need that kind of those are the high level, and even Ryzen, but Ryzen is not as high a level as the Bellator guys, because as you know, they had that competition and all Bellator guys won, and they fight Ryzen's best guys. And not saying Ryzen's guys aren't good, they're really, really, really good. But I'm just saying that there's just another level to the game. So I don't know about Cage Warriors. I know nothing about Cage Warriors, so I don't really know how to say that.
That's where Anderson Silva came from. That's where Lee Murray was fighting. That's a lot of talent came out of there years ago. Belfort fought there.
But they're not. They don't go Cage Warrior champion fight UFC champion.
No,
they go up the ranks. So it's like a feeder in a way, right?
Yeah,
or am I wrong?
It's more like a feeder, but it's a big production in England.
So it's a feeder, and it's a great organization, but it's not known as, Cage Warriors is a step up to go to the next level. They're not like Bellator. Guys retire from Bellator. Guys retire from PFL. They make great money. So where's the money aspect from Cage Warriors? If they're paying great money, then obviously, then they're right up there too. But I don't know. I don't know what they pay. I don't know anything about them.
We've got is Akram with AKA.
Akram. Don't know. I don't know who Akram is. It could be. I don't know. I don't know a lot of these guys' names. So maybe he's a student, or maybe he just signed up, or maybe he's one of the beginning fighters that I don't know anything about. So Let's just say possible. I don't know who he is.
It could be on his next trip from Dagestan to AKA. We don't know yet.
Or he could be there now. I don't know. I don't know who Akram is.
This is I figured this question would come up because they see so many videos. This is from Yassine. Hi, Coach Javier. Is Kane going to fight again? Nope.
No. The only thing Kane will do if he does anything, actually, what he will do is wrestling. He'll do. Hopefully, Vince McMahon will come calling again, and he can do WWE wrestling once the dust settles on his court case.
We've got Bang Bang. Is Umar ready for a top 5 fighter right now?
He's ready for the champion right now. And he will beat him. So there you go. That's my opinion.
So let's see. Have you run into anybody? Have you been over to the Apex? You usually run into different fighters over there?
Yeah, usually, but we're not the Apex. We went to Cabrina's martial arts, jiu-jitsu. Sorry, Cabrina's jiu-jitsu. We always go here when we're in Vegas. He's like family to us. We're like, we go to his gym with Ali's really well connected to him, so we go train at Cabrina's.
That's cool. I always want to recap here with you. So I was asking people where they were at while you were gone, and then you came back. So this is crazy. There's so much variety. So we got Deborah from Brazil. We have Jack from Turkey. iHearts from Romania. John Jones from Belgium. We have Mishlab.
Netherlands. Yeah.
Check it out.
Philippines. Yes. Belgium.
Look at this.
South Africa. That's beautiful.
Look at this. Look, it just keeps
Camden,
going.
Ohio.
And the one for home.
San Jose. Oh my God. Turkey. Brazil. Are you showing the same ones, Len?
No.
Pakistan.
Another Netherlands, and it's like, this is crazy. And then Vermont. So let's see.
Vermont.
Have you ever been to Vermont?
I don't know. Maybe.
There's really not much fighting up there, so I wouldn't think you would go up there unless you wanted some like syrup. I joined the Navy up there. It's way up in the woods. It's kind of like Oregon of the East Coast. So here's an interesting one from Cody Sugnet. How does Umar match up with Sterling if they were to fight right now?
He matches up great. Better striker on the ground. Let's see. Sterling, I'll give Sterling the nod in the wrestling. A really good top control. But I just think Umar's going to beat them all. So I know he's the champ for a reason, and he had a hell of a fight with Cejudo, and the fight could have gone either way. I didn't know how to score the fight. I was okay with whatever. If someone says Cejudo won the fight, I go okay. Someone says Sterling won the fight, I say okay. But so that being the case, the person that needed to keep the title, like in boxing, you got to really beat the champ. Well, if we're not 100% no, Cejudo won, no, Sterling won, then Sterling should remain champion. That's the way it's always been in boxing, right? And this is one of those fights that, one round was so damn close, you didn't know who to give it to. I didn't.
I get it. So here's a new question from you. Do you think Islam needs more ground and pound from Quan Lok Yao?
No, he just needs number one, just to be focused on a tougher guy on his next fight. And if we're talking about Volkanovski, Islam is just the most complete lightweight ever champion. I'm saying champion. In the history of the UFC. I'm not talking the UFC. He was the most complete fighter, meaning he can do everything well, everything. So, and if someone thinks there's other people that are really closer to him, then give me names, and I'll say okay, champions. We're talking champions, because I can tear apart every champion as where they weren't as polished. Islam's polished everywhere: striking, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, submission, sambo, you name it, he's got it.
So, what's your view on Paulo Costa versus Ikram Alice Krev is Ikram with AKA. Not that I
No,
know.
Ikram is not with AKA. He is with. He does train with Team Khabib, and he is friends with them. So I didn't see him fight, but his fight, he just beat. What do you call it? Right? The one good wrestler, the Muay Thai guy that was a wrestler, Phil Hawes. He beat Phil Hawes. So right, am I correct on that? He beat Phil Hawes, right?
I
And,
think
and
so.
I didn't see him fight. So it's going to be interesting. And if he's from Dagestan, Paulo Costa has a fight in his hand. He's going to have somebody, and he's got a fighter that can do it all. He can do it all.
That's true. Let's see. What do you think? Do you think Umar would want to fight at 155 if Islam wasn't there? That's an interesting question.
Umar or Usman?
I think he's Usman.
Oh, you
My
meant
bad.
Usman.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
Usman.
I'm going, well,
Yeah, yeah.
Umar's
I go, wow, he'd
135.
have to eat a lot of food.
I would think that wherever the money is at, Usman would want to go. The recognition is definitely with the UFC. Usman is a superstar in the making. We were talking about him. His next fight, Brett Primus, which we get by Brett Primus. He's in the Grand Prix finals, and AJ McKee is fighting Pitbull. And if he gets by that, then he's gonna fight. Who's the other guy that won? Shoot, I forgot. But anyways, I'd love to see Usman and AJ McKee or Pitbull in the finals. That would be great. But I don't know. I feel very confident Usman's going to win the title. I've always felt that from the very beginning. This kid isn't going to get beat. Not as long as he keeps riding, the level where he's at right now and he keeps improving. He ain't going to get beat. Usman's not going to get beat. And he's only 24.
That's he just seems so comfortable and so relaxed. And that's your favorite saying I hear in the gym. Relax, relax. Well, if anybody embraces relax, it's that young man.
He embraces everything. He embraces learning how to let his body rest. Sometimes other coaches may want him to do something. He'll come up to me. He'll go, Coach, I'm feeling tired. What do you think? And I said, what's wrong? Blah, 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 blah. I said, you're tired. He goes, okay, can I rest? Yes. Can you tell so-and-so? Yes. So he's very smart. So if one coach tells him, no, I want you to work out, he doesn't believe that's the right thing to do, he'll talk to me and I take care of it for him.
That's cool.
Very smart fighter, very smart. But it was not always. He basically, Khabib and I basically worked on his mental side. Without that, Usman would have never been a champion. And he became a champion because Khabib came to the rescue when I needed him. I needed Khabib to help me with Usman. Now, I don't need Khabib to help me with Usman. Usman knows what to do now. But before, without Khabib's help, I don't think we would have won the title. Because of the mental. Not that Usman's not talented. He's one of the most talented, if not the most talented I've ever trained. I probably have to say, yeah, he might very well be the most talented ever.
Yeah, I remember you saying that when he was young before he got there, like, watch out, here he comes. Like, absolutely no doubt. I mean, behind the scenes, no podcasting, no podcasting, just you and me talking. You're like, this guy's gonna win. And that was 3-4 fights before he did.
Yeah. And, I knew that. I knew that before when I first saw his first fight. I saw his first fight in UAE Warriors, in Abu Dhabi. And I said, oh boy, this guy is special. I knew then by watching him fight, he was special.
Well, I just want everybody to know, since I used to have lunch with you many years ago before I moved out here. I used to have lunch with Jav all the time, and he was not going every guy we saw in the gym. Oh, this guy's a champion. No, this guy's no. Very sparingly does Javier say that about anybody. So if he's putting his stamp on it, that's some serious commitment there. He truly believes.
Khamzat will become champion. I think at 185, yes. I'm not sure at 170, only because it's harder for him to make the weight. He's a big guy, and I don't think he's probably as strong at 170 as he is 185. But he's such a great fighter that I wouldn't be shocked him winning at 170. The person to overtake on the pound for pound list, according to the rankings, is Alex Wojnarowski. He's ranked number 1. So, and I don't think anybody really cares. I don't care about the rankings anymore. They mean nothing to me. They just showed me that they mean shit, and that's my opinion. I don't care about the rankings. Now I care about the UFC title because that's the most prestigious title to have. But the rankings, you can keep it. Hall of Fame, you can keep it. To me, personally.
Okay, question from M. What do you think the best striking art adding to grappling only fighters like myself, wrestling plus BJJ?
Someone that basically boxing. I mean, it's kind of tough. So if I had to just pick one, Muay Thai, because they use boxing and Muay Thai too. So Muay Thai, because you use 8 limbs, right? But boxing, more boxing orientated type Muay Thai is really crucial. But if you got to just pick one, I'd have to go Muay Thai. But I'd want to blend it in with boxing.
What if the boxer was a soccer player? those low kicks right there, man. That's where those come from. I mean, that's where
the soccer guys are incredible kickers, but I don't know. It's Muay Thai is just as a single art, striking wise, I don't know how any single art stand up wise can beat a Muay Thai guy. I just don't see it. I don't see, and it's been happened too many times where you have, people challenge Muay Thai, and every single time they get taken out. And I've seen it many a times, but there is an occasion when you got another style beat a Muay Thai guy, but that's only because you learned Muay Thai.
Yeah.
If you didn't learn Muay Thai, you're not beating Muay Thai. So on a single art only, Muay Thai is the best on just one art. Just like on just one single style, the best fighting style, no weapons, just fighting style. Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, my opinion. Not blending. I'm not talking about blending wrestling with striking. No, I'm just talking about pure art. Jiu-Jitsu that's why we're here. Yeah. Because they showed how great their singular art is. And that's why a lot of people that try to stick to the old style are not winning anymore, because they have to adapt. They have to add elements to the great jiu-jitsu that was introduced to the world.
Yeah, they knew before everybody else. They used to invite people down to their gym. There'd be street fighters and bodybuilders and, bikers. I'll fight you. And they'd all get taken down. I mean, even the toughest guy in town, they'd have challenges at their gym all the time. Did you know about those when those were going on?
No, not really.
Before UFC?
No, not really. 165 TK. Yes, I think Islam would love the 165 pound, and he would win. He would be the champ there too. My opinion.
Let's see. Well, let's see. The answer to this one. Hey, Coach, what are your thoughts on Tahir's fight versus Hadley in Nashville on August 5th?
I don't know until now. So you're telling me Tahir's fighting Hadley. I don't know anything about Hadley. I'm looking forward to training Tahir. He's my boy. I love Tahir. He is the nicest, one of my funnest Khabib team members to train. One of them. They're all great, but he's one of my favorites.
This is an interesting one. From Aaron Ellingbo, what do you think of the nickname, the Falcon, for Umar? He's smaller and quicker than Khabib. His widow's peak also looks like the beak, kind of like an eagle.
Unfortunately, Umar's already nicknamed Young Eagle. Young Eagle it is. He's not going to accept anything else. Young Eagle. Young Eagle is what everybody calls him now. Young Eagle. Falcon is cool because they're stealth. They're stealth. They like the stealth of the airplanes. They're awesome and they're killers. But he likes Young Eagle. That sticks. So he's Young Eagle.
Well, I don't know if you'd ever answer this question. Can you break down Islam versus Hazmat?
Nah, it'll never happen. It's a pretend fight. No. Never happened. They're both great fighters. Never happened.
I know you kind of have the answer, but when people ask, and it wasn't the last person that asked, do you think Usman will ever be signed by the UFC?
Anything's possible, but he's being taken care of fantastic by Bellator and money talks. So let's see what happens. I mean, right now he's got at least 4 fights with the Bellator. So don't know. Let's see what happens. You never know. You never know. I also heard rumored that Bellator is trying to sell 50% or 49% of Bellator. They're looking to
Really?
sell, and I don't. Yeah, I heard. I'm not sure that's true, but I heard through the grapevine that they're looking to sell 49% of Bellator, and I don't know if that's true. I don't know, so that's all hearsay.
Let's see here. Who's the best striker on Team Khabib?
Umar,
Yeah,
Usman, neck to neck.
yeah,
Islam Makhachev.
kind of in that order.
They're just they're not necessarily in that order, all interchangeable. And believe it or not, the guy that just joined that group in no particular order, Abubakar.
Yeah,
Umar, Islam, Usman, Abubakar, and to me, they all could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, however you want to put them. They're that good. All four of those guys, good, just damn good strikers, all of them.
so I'm impressed you make time for your fans, Coach. Must have a solid agenda with all those talents at AKA. Yes, I believe you do. What does the week look like for Abubakar for what you guys do from here on out? For the people that have never been to a fight or never had a fighter that's fighting this next Saturday, what does that usually look like?
Well, it's basically winding down. He doesn't train super hard, but he does put in his 2-a-days. We trained already in the morning. Later, he's going to go run at the UFC, wherever the hotel is. I'm staying somewhere else, so I'm not staying with them at the hotel. And then tomorrow I meet with them and do my training with them, and then we'll go from there. I train while I'm here. I'm training Umar Imad Shafi. Umar fights for UFC. Obviously, he's fighting scheduled to fight tentatively. We don't know an opponent, but it's, I guess, August 5th. But against a dance partner we don't have. We'll see. I mean, there's speculation, what people wrote on the news, but I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be, because I've done that before, and I'm not going to say that because we don't know who we're going to fight.
I'm like, how do they know? How do they know until they know, unless somebody tells them?
People open their mouths and they say, so-and-so was offered. Okay, but maybe you didn't accept it, or maybe that camp didn't accept it. So I don't know. I don't know who he's going to fight. I just know we're preparing for a fight, and the target date is August 5th. That's the target date. But opponent, I don't know.
Okay. Of course. So, Coach, does Islam still want to go to 170?
Absolutely. But he has to clean out the division, like he said first.
Let's see. Anything? Yes, let's see. So there's Brunei, one Dagestani, Afghanistan. Okay, I'm just searching through here. So after this, who is your next fighter that you have on tap? Is that going to be Usman for sure? That's the next guy that's in line with a guaranteed shot?
No, the next one in line is Tahir and Umar.
Yeah?
Yeah, then Usman in September, then Islam in October, and maybe if Abubakar does as great as I'm thinking, maybe Abubakar can join us in Abu Dhabi. That would be great.
That'd be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I'm just searching through the questions here, see if there's anything good, because we've been going there for a second. Let's see. Any more other questions, people? I'm trying to look through here real quickly. Just because I don't say anything doesn't. Let's see. Yeah. Nothing is popping out at me right this instant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Time to cancel out.
Yeah, time to wrap it out. Sorry if we didn't get to your question. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll try to do this again. You have a great week, Coach, with the fighting. And looking forward to seeing Abubakar's fight this weekend, man.
Yeah. I'm excited to watch him perform. He's looking fantastic.
There we go. I'm going to end this. Thanks, everybody.